see, the wind's catching it and it is going to blow back out at one point. It'll not stay because the winds are just so strong. You can hear it. Look at the trees, man. I tell you what, I'm very lucky these trees don't go. I hope I haven't just jinxed myself. Oh, but I've got all the slats on. So what I need to do now is I'm going to get the roof and put it back up. Right, there we go, look it. There's my potatoes, veg, mixed in a mushroom sauce with a bit of ribeye steak. Morning everybody and welcome to Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back out at the bushcraft shelter, and I came here last night, got here a little bit later on, so I decided I was just going to have a night out by myself with no cameras, nothing, and to be honest I really enjoyed it. It was nice and relaxing. I got a few jobs done as well off camera. I'll just put a few little shots up now. I revamped the wood shelter tarp, and I've revamped the new storage shelter tarp as well. I'm going to be looking at trying to get the sides and the back done on the new storage shelter, but my main priority this weekend is to take off my porch on the shelter, lift it up so it's one whole roof, and that'll stop some of the problems I'm having with rainfall. And I'm going to extend the original storage shelter as well. Now if you've watched last week's video, you'll see I came up for a day and I've done a bit of wood prep, and yeah, so that's my plan of action for today. But this morning I'm going to be having myself some porridge and I'm going to have a cup of tea first. So last night it was absolutely bitter cold. It was really windy, as you can hear, and now it is still dead windy, but the temperatures have changed. It was a really horrible northerly wind coming down, and it was Baltic. It was freezing. Now I know there was a couple of lads on the Cheegates last night, Dave Outdoors, Rob and a few other lads. How lads, if you're watching, my hat goes off to people like that. I don't know how they do it, mate, like going on the hills when it's dead windy and freezing cold. You know, it takes a special breed, and I'd rather be sat in front of the fire. But because of the winds last night, my shelter was just full of smoke, so I ended up giving up on the fire at about 11 o'clock after I had some food, which I had some chicken drumsticks, some veg tatties and gravy last night for tea. It was bloody lovely. If I can, I'll hold a picture up on the screen now of it. Really enjoyed it, something different. And tonight I'm going to be having the same, but instead of chicken drumsticks, I'm going to be having a RibEye Stake with some mushroom sauce. So I'm looking forward to that. And today I've just got a pot noodle and some snacks. But anyway, I've waffled on enough. Thanks for clicking on the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I've got some great content coming up in the future. Lots of big plans for the new year. And to all subscribers and people that watch the channel all the time, thank you very much and happy Christmas. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic time with your families and friends. Okay, see you in a while. Well, as you can see, it is a very windy day today. Just the right time to do me roof. Right, anyway, I've got started off camera. I've just been untying all of these tie outs. Okay, for the top one, as you can see, it is blown all over already. So this is going to be a bit of a task, this, mind. Have I picked the right day to do it? I don't think so, but it needs to be done. I've got all my wood prepped, ready to go. Well, these two are my new uprights, the end ones. Okay, and then the other one there is another part of a ridge pole from the extension. And then I've got all these bits here to use for the little slats underneath, just in case I need extra ones. But it is blowing a gale out here, like a proper, as Blot Outdoors say, a proper gale plat. I must say, that was one of the most windiest nights I've ever had here for a long time. It was horrendous last night. But I enjoyed not getting the camera out and just having a bit of time out with myself. It's the first time I've done it in over 2 years, coming out and not videoing anything. As you've noticed, the microphone will be changing. I've back to the Rode mic. Just makes it a bit better because I'm just one-on-one. When it's like me and Rooney, I think I'll use the other microphone. Hopefully that worked on the other video, and the video footage and sound was a lot better. But yeah, this wind is horrendous. I had to put that big tarp up there just to stop the wind blowing right the way through camp. Even though we've got the other one on the other side, it's still getting through. But yeah. But hopefully taking this roof off, I don't damage my shelter. So what I've done is, I know I'm waffling a bit, like, I've took this side post off so I can get to the actual tarp at the corner. And now what I'm going to have to do is, I've got loads of plastic ties all the way around, all the poles going all the way up. So basically all I'm doing is, let's put a light on, from this ridge pole staying, so all I'm doing is I'm taking all these slats off and this main ridge pole here, then I can just tuck the tarps back over. Hopefully they don't get pulled off because they are attached, as you can see, by lots of plastic ties, sorry, and then cordage as well. All right, so I'm going to stop waffling and I'm going to get cracking. Fingers crossed it all works out, otherwise I'm going to be knackered. Right, well, there you go. That's the main part done. That was the hardest part. Obviously, you've seen on the time-lapse there, the wind kept catching it. So what I've had to do is I've had to get some cordage, roll the tarp up at each end, then wrap cordage around it, and then tie it to the frame at the back. So it's all up. But you can see the wind's catching it, and it is going to blow back out at one point. It'll not stay because the winds are just so strong. You can hear it. Look at the trees, man. I tell you what, I'm very lucky these trees don't go. I hope I haven't just jinxed myself. But as you can see, I've had to take some of the slats off the top here. So obviously to get to the tarp at the top where I had nails in. All right. And obviously that's all knackered now, so I'll have to redo all that with some plastic. Hopefully I've got enough. But the other thing that's going to happen is, obviously, this post here is going to be right the way up. So I'm going to have a big gap at the top of my bits of wood. So I'm going to have to find another ridge thing to put across the bottom here. And then this other one will go up the top, and then I'll have another big clear window on the top. Rather than redoing all the wood, because them slats are just not going to be long enough now. But I knew that was going to happen. I don't have that problem on the other side because it's an open wall, but we'll get round to that. The main thing is getting this actual roof structure done. So my next task now is just cutting off all the slats, then take off the ridge pole, and then attach some new ridge poles to the existing ones. I'm not going to take these down, all right, because they're dug in, and plus all my side posts are all already tied to it, so it's a nice firm structure. And anyway, waffle waffle, let's get cracking. Right, well, I've done a lot more work off camera. I didn't realise that the recording button had stopped working, but never mind. I'll show you quickly now what I've been doing. I've got all the slats up. My front and my shelter is really high. It looks too high, to be honest, but I'm going to have a run off, and then I've got a cunning plan to stop the rain driving right into my shelter, because it is quite high up. As you can see, look at that, man, that's way high, that. Oh, but I've got all the slats on, so what I need to do now is I'm going to get the roof and put it back up, and then I'm going to see about putting my original ridge pole down to about here, and then put a bit of sheeting across the front, and that'll stop the rain driving right in. But also, because I've got this a nice decent slope now, I can put the ridge line back up and put one tarp. As you can see, the 3x4 fits the whole gap and a bit more swell. So that's going to be able to use one tarp, and it'll go over the edge at the front of Rooney's shelter, and then at the same time it's going to go over mine, and I'm not going to have that big massive lot of sag going on. So there, we're getting there. It's taken a long time, and I think that my video would be absolutely huge if I recorded every single minute. It's already 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been going now for 2.5 hours doing this. The wind is horrendous. Just look at them trees. Don't know if the camera's picking up it, but some of them have been bending right away over when I've been on the top of the ladder, like, and I've been like, whoa, scary. Even the big ones are swaying. It is vicious out there today, absolutely vicious. Anyway, I'm going to plod on. I'm going to get this roof put up, and then I'm going to see what it looks like, and then I need to start concentrating on, obviously, I've got a big gap here now. So what I'm thinking is I'll put a cross beam coming across, and then I'll put a bit of sheeting coming down. I'll attach this back on as best I can. Obviously it's got holes and everything in it now, so I might have to cut that off, take these signs off here, and then redo that again. Thing is, I'll have a nice big clear window there as well, because that's why I'm going to use some clear sheeting on that part, and that'll give more light into the shelter as well. And then I might actually, well, I don't need to do anything on that side just yet, but I need to think about what I'm going to do on this bit here as well. Right, time for a cuppa, and I'll bring this back when I start doing a bit more stuff.
I woke up in a king-size bed, tick of the clock, a stranger to my left. The neighbors gave me a side eye, like I was blind. Oh yeah. 9 to 5 was my dad's advice. Don't think twice, I want the luxury life. My beauty can lose it, I'll use it. I'll take what I want. Oh yeah. A whole lot of tickets, but not enough time. A whole lot of work for a trophy wife like me. Oh.
So there you go, there's the roof from the back. As you can see, it's a nice perfect slant all the way down. Obviously there's a lot of wind blowing in the sides because I've still got to pull that down and tighten it. Once that's pulled down to that side and tightened, that'll stop happening. It's just because it's very blowy. So I'm just going to walk around this to the side now. So as you can see, I'm getting all the wind coming under here because I've went and loosened it all off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that down and I'm going to pin it. All right. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put another post going across from there, straight across, and then I'm going to pull that underneath and get that tied off, or even just pull it underneath that way. And I'm still going to put a pole across anyway, and then put some plastic sheeting. But I might put the plastic sheeting on first before I tie the tarp over. And anyway, so we'll see what happens. But this is my little doorway. As you can see, this is all bellowed out, all right, and this obviously it's not as tight, but you can just imagine how much wind would be coming through if I hadn't had these two things up. Look, it's like a little constant sail. It's all bellowed out. Look, that's like constant wind, and then gusts, which are quite mad. Right, let's squeeze through here, and we'll have a quick look at the shelter itself. Now, as you can see, that stand's really tall. Let's put this down on this stand. I've got mud all over the back of my camera because it fell over before. But yeah, let's stand in front of it. So as you can see, when I had my original one, it only come to here. Now it's really high up. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting a post here all the way across. I'll use my old ridge pole, all right? And then I'm going to put some sheeting in the front, and that'll just stop the rain driving right the way in. And as long as I've got head height there, that's all I need. But the runoff is the main thing I was concerned about, because I was having constant rain flying down into the fire pit, and just causing loads of mud and everything. And it's going to be easier for us to get this other tarp up now. Well, fingers crossed it is in any way. But it's great having actually more headroom, because I was sort of like crouched down a little bit underneath here. But we'll see if it rains, how much the rain comes through. I think it could drive in like and into my bed area, but my bed's quite far back as well, so we might be okay. You know, still a canny distance to the bed. Plus I wear a bivvy bag, and I don't wear a bivvy bag, I use a bivvy bag. But yeah, I'm happy with that so far. It's sturdy, just needs a bit more tweaking, which I'll do off camera. But that looks so much lighter under there as well. Look at the amount of light I've got. Whereas when I had the porch coming down, it was dead dark in there. So that's another good bonus actually. So what I might do is I might just make a see-through sheet to go on there. I'll see, I might just leave it as it is actually. I just need to get that corner side done, and then I should be happy days, like. Happy days indeed. Hee-hee. See you later. Right, well everybody, it's been a canny while since I last spoke to yous. I've been tempting to put the tarp up above the fire pit again. It just wasn't working. It was still bellowing, even using one tarp. So it looks like I'm going to have to make some sort of frame or something and actually physically attach a tarp to it. But anyway, I've got my shelter all done now. I've just made myself a brew as well because I'm absolutely dying of thirst. But let's have a quick look. So as you can see, it's north higher up than what it was originally. We'll see how it pans out with the rain when it starts raining. I think I will get driving rain in because it's just too high up, to be quite honest. But the wind is coming from this direction in over, so I'm getting loads of it coming into my shelter. But the wind the wind has extended. It's instead of having that little one there, I've ended up cutting 3 little planks out and giving myself a bigger window there as well. I was nearly going to cut all these three up as well. I still might yet. But basically what I've done is I've just double panelled this bit, and I've run out, and I've just noticed there's a burn mark or something already in there, so I need to find some tape or something to put over there for the time being. But other than that, happy days. Let's just take this around. So obviously we're just cutting them off. What I'm going to do is I've put another post up here just to make a frame, and then a bit of wood coming down, and then I've got this bit here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another little bit of wood along here. Well, no, I'm not, sorry, I'm lying. What I'm thinking is I might actually cut them three off, and then I'm going to make a proper frame, and then add more plastic to there, so it'll be like a double glazed window, but that hole needs to be sorted before it gets worse. But it's only plastic, so I can easily get some from somewhere or find something better. Other than that, this is all tied up at the top there nicely now, all pinned in all the way down, as you can see, and that's finger licking good. And I've ended up with a couple of nice big chunks of wood to burn tonight. Still got loads of wood left from last night as well, so I don't need to do any wood prep whatsoever. And I've got all these bits off there, off the cut-offs and that. Still got all my small branches there. And then underneath the table you can see there's loads of logs. But as you can see, it's getting dark in here already. Look at that, man. Jesus Christ. Aye, so I had that rope all the way up. It's just not happening. It's just bowing. It's where Rooney's shelter is. I don't know why, but it seems to work perfect on Rooney's shelter. It's just not working on my side. I think it might be too far away. But that's a nice picture, isn't it? That light's brilliant, like, it gives off a nice bit of light in there, just enough. But aye, let's get sat down, get myself a brew. I think it might still be too warm, like, but yeah. So that's been a really busy day for me. It's been non-stop since about 10 o'clock. So I've had about, what, like 5-6 hours of constant graft. I haven't even had any dinner. So I'm going to have myself a sweet. I've got a pot noodle there. I'm still debating on making the pot noodle and just have me tea a little bit later on. But yeah, I feel a little bit exposed, to be honest, with the height of the roof. Or I'm going to have to come up with some kind of plan. I think I might find another cross beam across the top, like posts, and put a little shield there, and that'll stop the driving rain coming in. And it'll still be at a good height and anyway. But at least I won't have loads of water running off my shelter into the fire pit and into the fire area. It'll all run off to the back of the shelter now, which is happy days. And anyway, I think this might be too warm. Oh, that's scorchy, but it's going to warm the cockles of my heart up. When it's getting cold now, it's getting dark. I hate these winter nights. We just get no time at all. We whinge about the summer because we get loads of midges. And we whinge about the winter because of the dark nights. Can't win, can we? But anyway, waffle, because I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. I'm just talking absolutely garbage. As per normal. I'm going to get my fleecy top and that on. Aye, get my fleecy top and that on. Finish off my brew. But I can all feel that wind coming into my shelter. That means I'm going to get smoked out again. So I'm going to think about setting up a tarp and see where I can put it. Anyway, catch you later because I am waffling now. Well, that's the fire going. I'm absolutely blinded by my light on me camera, but the fire's gone. I've put a tarp up as well to stop that wind coming through, and it's perfect. But the wind is still hitting the fire because it's coming from underneath me bench that I made. So all the smoke's getting pushed away the night, so that's fantastic. Anyway, I've got myself a can of beer open. It's 5 o'clock, so I thought, why not? I've just had a couple of sweets rather than making a pot noodle. I wouldn't want to spoil me tea now, would I? So if you've skipped the beginning of the video, you'll not know that I'm having a steak, potato and veg with a mushroom sauce. I forgot to get some mushrooms and I'll devastate. But anyway, cheers everybody. Not quite nectar of the gods, but it's getting there. So I have just been chilling out for the last hour, basically tidying up my rubbish, putting stuff away that I'm not going to be using, just so there's not loads of stuff all over the place tomorrow. But I'll just switch this around instead of looking at my ugly mug. As you can see, the fire's going well. All the flames, it's because I've just tied loads of branches on, little twigs that I've got absolutely tons of them underneath the bench there. But as you can see, the tarp's billowing like mad, so it just tells you how windy it is out there. So I definitely need to get something sorted for here, like a proper barrier, because we're just getting hammered by the wind all the time. But other than that, happy days. And I can feel the heat from that fire where I'm sitting now. That is unbelievable. So yeah, but still got a lot of stuff to sort out on that table and a lot of stuff to sort out on the floor. I need to get this light turned down a little bit. Good thing about this light, you can turn it down so it gets perfect. But obviously the volume will probably be a bit better because I'm using me Rode mics. The big fluffy one that you stick on the top of the camera. Been having a few issues with it. People have been mentioning it, so I'm just hoping that the next video that's out, which is tonight actually, the volume's a bit better. But anyway, I'm going to sit back, relax, get a little bit of warmth off that fire, and next time you see me, I'll probably be cooking some food. So, oh, someone's just walked down my grave. Let's wash them away. And I've just slathered all down my chin. Yep. Right, it's going to be another cold and windy night. Typical. See you later. Well, as you can see, I've now got my tea on the go in the 2 pans. I've got some new potatoes and I've got some mixed veg, and the rest of my tea is over here. So let's have a look and see what we've got. I'll just take a knee. So I've got this. This is a 8-ounce RibEye Stake from Asda. Obviously new packaging, so I'm looking forward to that. It's only 8-ounce. Like, I was going to get the bigger one, but I thought, nah, I'll just stick with the 8-ounce. And then I've got some mushroom sauce to go on top of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm boiling the stuff now, and then I'm going to get the frying pan out. I'll get my steak done, and then I'll add some sauce to it, and then I'm just going to hoy all the veg and the potatoes in with that, and then just give it a quick fry up together, and then it'll be finger licking good. So anyway, I've just been plodding on. I've just been doing some decorating of the shelter. So as you can see, I've got me LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft sign up that I got from the Cheviot Yeti, and I've just been hoying a couple of nails in the back there so I can hang up things like saw, axe, first aid kit. Alright, and then I've got a loop hanging me big lantern from the ceiling, and then I've got a nail up there just to put my radio on. This is a walkie-talkie I got sent, never done a review on it ever. I just use it for the radio itself because it picks up a lot. And then obviously my table's just getting cleaned up. I've been having a couple of chocolates while I'm grafting. A couple of chocolates while I'm grafting, but I'm now going to have a second can of Kronenberg 1664. So I am just busy now tidying up, putting stuff away so I don't have to do it all tomorrow. Cheers everybody. Oh, I've got a couple of Jack Daniels left. I had one last night and I had one can last night. I just proper chilled out. Had a bit of an early night as well. I think I went to bed for about 11:30. What am I sitting on? I thought my chair didn't feel comfortable. I'm sitting on my bloody one of my chargers, my phone. Oh, aye. So I'm just sitting chillaxing. Having that windbreak up. We're using the 3x3DD tarp as work to treat like. And also having the open space at the front of the shelter instead of having that porch coming down. I'm getting hardly any smoke coming in compared to what I did last night. So that's great in itself. The idea of putting a bit of a drop on the front, I think I'm going to sack that for now. And I'm just going to see how the shelter holds up in the rain. Obviously, I still want to put something over the top of all the fire area. I think I'm going to have to actually build a structure. How I'm going to do that, I do not know. I'm going to have to go away and think about it. But I think I'm going to have to use some materials that I bring in. To build some sort of frame, like an apex, not like an apex, like a proper roof, and then add a massive tarp to it and have it really high up, and then so it comes over the top of my shelter and over the top of Rooney's and covers the whole area, not just the fire pit. So it'll be bone dry where we're chopping wood, cooking. That's what I want. Obviously the camp is evolving all the time. I did have it in my head that I was going to put an extra frame up to get ready to extend the side over there. On this side here, I was going to extend that bit out so we would have some cover for when you're sitting doing like dishes and things, but time just escaped. I wanted to concentrate on my shelter. Other things I want to do, I've been sent an amazing portable shower unit from Flextail Gear. I'm going to be doing a review on that, but I've got plenty of time to do it. And I also want to make a shower area here as well, so we can use that, especially in the summertime when we're sweating my nads off. And being able to get a shower, obviously you just heat up some water on the fire and then Bob's your auntie, like you just stick this thing in and it's very powerful. So I'm looking forward to getting to use that properly. I've actually got it in the car with a big massive barrel of water to go away somewhere and do some little bits of footage. So stay tuned for that. It's a fantastic bit of kit and it's only about, the package is only about that big. I've seen a few videos of it and it looks like it's really powerful. So thanks to Flextail Gear if you're watching. But yeah. But yeah, things for the future, what we've got coming up. Well, next weekend I'll be down the Lake District with Rick T Outdoors and the Cheshire Wanderer. That's Mike. Never met Mike before, but we've been friends for a long time and we speak to each other on Instagram and things. Mike used to have a channel. He doesn't really put much video, he doesn't put any videos out now actually, but he's just started getting back into the social media side of things like Instagram and that. So go and check him out on there if you're interested. I'll put a link to his Instagram in the description if I can work out how to do it. And yeah, obviously Rick T Outdoors, I mention him quite a lot in my videos because he's a good pal of mine. He's a very, very knowledgeable lad. So go and, if you haven't heard of him before, there'll be a link for his channel there. Go and check his channel out, and he's also on Instagram and all that as well. Alright, but he is a fountain of knowledge, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a cracking weekend. But yeah, and that is it for now. Me and Rooney have got a hot tent camp planned, probably after, well, it will be after Christmas now. And then obviously we've got a camp with Blot Outdoors. We're going to organise that. That'll probably be in the back end of July, February time. We're going to do like a stealthy camp with them, I think, or like a wild camp stroke stealth camp type. Not going to divulge the location or type, but yeah. And then got a few other YouTubers as well to meet up with over the next year. I'm definitely going to be getting up on the hills with some of the lads I follow from the northeast, and that is a definite like, because when the summer months come in, that's when I'll be going up on the hills with them. So you got like Dave from Cheshire Outdoors. You got Mark, oh Christ, what's his bloody name again? Mark Outdoors. Him and his pal Lee. There's a load of people I want to go up on the hills with for a camp, so I'll be doing that in the summertime. Plus me and Rooney will be going out on the bikes a lot as well, doing some bike camping. I've been up buying new kit for my bike to make it better for me, different types of racking and things. So I'll probably might do a video on me setup of my bike in the new year, and then we'll probably go out, because obviously I've went and bought a trailer and that now, so I'll probably do a hot tent camp on the bikes using my trailer to get all the stuff to where we need to be. And anyway, I'm waffling as always. Thanks for watching. If you watched so far, thank you very, very much. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, do give us a thumbs up, and do leave a comment. I do get back to everybody. It's taking us a little bit longer now, but I enjoy reading all the comments, so don't worry about hiring a comment up. Even if it's just hi Jimmy or hi Lundy or whatever, you know, I'll still answer you. Cheers. Right, well, I've just put some little sticks on the fire just to get a nice bit of flameage going, and we'll get this steak cooked. I don't know if it's gonna sizzle like, but nah, it's totally failed on the sizzle like. But we'll put that down there for now, and I'll burn that later. Let's get some gloves on. Aye, it's starting to heat up there now, look. Oh yes. Now we're just going to leave that for 5 minutes. Do one side, and then we'll do the next side. And just keep moving this oil around. It's a nice oil that, like. And as you can see, the veg is boiling away lovely. The tatties are simmering. They're done in any way, so I'm not bothered about them. And what I'll do is, once this steak's done, I'll add all that in, and then pour the sauce in. Oh yes. So just to keep the heat going, all you're going to do is hire a couple of little sticks on, and it just keeps the flames going just while we're cooking, and then I can let it calm down a bit.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore, take this anymore. There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices.
Oh, look it, there's my potatoes, veg, mixed in a mushroom sauce with a bit of ribeye steak. So me being me, I haven't got a knife or a fork. I've just got my spork, so I'm just gonna use that, which is ideal because it's cooked to perfection. This, it's nice and tender. Oh yes. Now they say you should let it rest for about 5-10 minutes, but I never do. All right, there you go. Kind of see, I think they glare off the lights too much, like. Oh, yeah, that tastes nice, but I'm going to see it anyway on it because I've just cooked it. I'll tell you what, I'm blinded off this light, I can't really see much. Anyway, let's have another show just in case. All right, we've got the potatoes, Oh, that's hot. And there's the veg. I think the veg was a little bit soggy, like. Yeah. But aye, that's really nice. Even though I do say so myself. Another little bit of steak. Lovely. I normally go for a peppercorn sauce, but I thought I'd give the mushroom one a go again. I haven't had it for a while. It's not as in your face. It's more of a more palatable type of taste compared to your peppercorn. Peppercorn can be a bit much sometimes. But yeah, that's really nice. So I'm going to sit back and relax and enjoy that. I'm going to finish this can and pour myself a Jack D's. And I'll catch you later on. Oh yes, lovely jubbly. Well, I'm out in the woods going for a little walk. It is so windy, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The trees are going berserk. It's just went from being dead mild to being freezing cold and very, very windy. But aye, let's have a look around the edge. It is horrendous. Jesus Christ. I'm not, the camera's picking it up like, but I tell you what, it's a windy night tonight. Very windy. And that's freezing. I'm right on the edge here now. Obviously I'm not going to give the game away because it's pitch black, isn't it? But yeah, some of these big trees are swaying a bit. There's a lot of dead bits of wood up in them trees, like. And these are right on the edge of the woods. But yeah, let's get back into cover. Whoa! I'm falling all over here. Oh Jesus. Aye, it's a windy night and I've just now fell in a hole. I'm blinding myself by walking with this light on in front of us. But yeah, Jesus Christ, it's about 12 o'clock at night now, like. I'm gonna head back down to camp. Let's have a look. This is my new walkway into camp. But I need to go around the back of camp because, look at that. It's just proper bored out. I've got loads of big thick trees in front as well. And it's still bored. But the wind coming down here is unreal. And then I've put this other tarp up, so I've got like 2 barriers to stop the wind coming through into camp. And then in we go to camp. Oh, I've got music playing. Let's quickly turn that off. Forgot I had the radio on. But if you look into the camp, look with the towel there. It's moving a bit, but not much. But ooh, yeah, that's bright, that. Let's get that turned down. No, that's the wrong way. That's that way. Yep, and I'll get this torch off. Yeah. Fire's nearly dead now. It's been letting it burn out. It's got a couple of little embers left in it, and that's about it. And I've got a tiny little bit of drink left. I'll tell you what, leaving the camp vicinity and going out there, it's just made me really cold. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my heated jacket on. I press the button, as you can see a little red light there. Great jacket this. It keeps you warm even without the heater on, but I'm going to put the heater on now and get my core of my body nice and warm. It's bloody freezing. Anyway, cheers everybody. Last of the Jack Daniels. I've only had 2 cans and 2 Jack Daniels tonight. Just been taking it easy. I've been munching on loads of sweets. I've got some fresh gas out of the box, which is going to go into my sleeping bag, wrapped in a sock to keep it nice and warm for in the morning. Because my little one has run out. And yeah, didn't even have this section. I'll get on the video, to be quite honest. But it's getting cold again now. Like, get into that nice big thick sleeping bag, snug as a bug. Up early in the morning. Most of the camp's packed up now, and anyway, I've just got to pack my kit and head off. I'm going to go up to Rooney's, go and see Rooney, and see how he's doing. I've been talking to him tonight, and he's still a bit under the weather. But I'm going to go and drop off a couple of slabs of Stella for him, and just have a bit of a catch up really, and then head off home. So, and anyway, I'm just waffling on there. It's cold, I'm tired. I think I'm just going to call it a night, go to bed. But the wind is blowing a gale plat. Really? Well, good morning everybody. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake since about 5 o'clock, so I've just been watching a couple of YouTube videos in bed. I've decided to get up, get myself a brew. I've put my heated jacket on, as you can see, the lights on it, and I can feel the heat already. And I've got my heated gloves ready as well, so ready to put them on once I'm finished filming. And I've made myself a cuppa, so I've got the kettle on, and that's boiled already. That Soto stoves are so quick, unbelievable. I just turned that off. So yeah, that's that done. But while I've got my bed still set up, I'll just quickly show you, just in case you're new to the channel. This is my setup here. So on the outer side, I've got a British Army bug net. It's what gets issued to troops, and it goes on top of camp cots. Okay, so it's got a 2-pole structure, and then it just clips in. As you can see, it's crotched at the back. What I do is, to keep it sturdy, I've got a little ridge line up here, and I'll just tie it onto there. It's a T-door zip, so obviously you've got your zip coming down, then zips coming along, and you can just tie them up to the sides, which I'll just put me stand down now, and I'll just quickly do that so I can show you what I've got in there. So the zip goes all the way across, pull it all the way up, and then just roll it in. Now this setup I've got for winter is absolutely cosy as anything. I'll just leave that like that, hopefully it'll stay. So inside of here, let's just get you set up. There we go. Excuse me. So first of all, I've got underneath here, I've got this is a canvas bit of sheeting I had, like a canvas tarp. I got it made into like a stretcher bed, so you can put poles through and then make the bed. Obviously, I got one for me and one for Rooney made. And then obviously this bug net comes with, it's all in one, and it's actually got like a canvas waterproofed bottom on it as well. Well, it's waterproofed as much as it can be. On top of that, I have the Flex Tail Zero. This is the R05. All right, it's obviously rated at 5. It's really great. It's wide, thick and long, and it's so comfortable. It's unbelievable. On top of there, I've just got your normal little tiny camp pillow. I think this is a high gear pillow. Then I've got like an army type covered one underneath there, just in case, just to keep off the wind, and also it stops anything like if it's raining, the rain drives in. I've got a Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag, which is, it goes down to about that big. They're absolutely brilliant. And then I've got this Snug Pack Special Forces 2 sleeping bag. This is lovely and comfy. It's got a top zip on it as well, which makes it a hell of a lot easier for getting in and out. And it also marries up with the Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this bivvy bag next week when I'm out down the lakes with this sleeping bag, or my British Army one, but this is ideal. All right, obviously it's not huge. If you're a 6 footer, it's going to be no good for you, this bivvy bag. All right, my head still sticks out of the top of it, and I'm 5'10". So that's basically my setup. This one here, and all, it's got a pocket on the side. So obviously this stays at camp, and I always leave earplugs in because Rooney snores like a trooper, so them just permanently live in there. On the top of it, it's got like a little pocket, like hammocky type thing, so you can just put stuff on. All right, and then I hang me Flex Tail gear light up on there. It's perfect, the Mondo. So yeah, I'll just drop that down, and I'm going to get myself a cup of tea. But that's basically my sleeping setup. All right, and then obviously I've got a bit of cut off of a heavy duty tarp that I just put on the floor for when I'm getting in and out of bed. Saves getting all the crap on your shoes and that. And that's basically it. And a nice comfy chair. What's there not to like about it? But I'm going to get them gloves on because it's freezing. The wind has been absolutely horrendous last night. I'm glad I put that tarp up. So my 3x3 DD tarp fits all that gap just about. Perfect. And you can see how it's bellowing there. The winds are just horrendous. Like, can't really see with the wind on the trees, because it's quite a thick one, that, like, and the lights is crapping anyway because I've got it right down to 15. Let's put the lights right up. So yeah, you probably hear it anyway, but I'm getting protected by the shelter and everything in here, so that's happy days. But anyway, I've got a really bright light in my face. I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, and I'm going to be thinking about packing up. I'm going to get away early. I'm popping up to see Rooney at his before I head home, so I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. All right, it's just a case of having a quick cup of tea, quick pack up, and a walk out to the car. All right, so there's nothing very interesting going to happen, so that's why I just thought I'd show you me sleeping setup. So once again, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the videos. I do get out with my friend Rooney, who I'm talking about quite a lot just at the minute, with obviously being ill, having the kids, work commitments and different shifts that will work. We're just not able to get out with each other at the moment, but come the new year, hopefully everything will change and we'll get back to some sort of normality, especially when the winter's over as well, and get back to the light nights. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.